Hey guys, so I have an empties video to share with you. I'm pretty sure this is my first empties of the year. Basically it's taken me this long to finish up enough products to make it worthwhile showing you. I'm getting better at finishing things. I'm sort of working my way progressively through lots of things. So I'm thinking this might become a regular feature once again. So I have quite a few makeup empties to show you, but I'm going to get the boring stuff out of the way first. This is a refilm, and I'm kind of glad I refilmed it because I did end up finishing more products, so I have more stuff to show you. So yeah, let's just get started. First of all, for skincare, let's get the regular stuff out of the way. I finished 2 of the Nivea toner. Love this stuff. I've been using it for like 2 years now, fairly consistently. I love this stuff. It's cheap, it's friendly. Cheap and friendly. Because a toner can be friendly. But it's really gentle, it's really refreshing. It gets all like excess. It gets your excess cleanser off your skin. You could also use it during the day as a quick refresh, and it takes all the oil and dirt off of your face. It's also gentle enough that you can swipe it over your eyes and it won't burn, it doesn't nip, it doesn't sting. There is nothing nasty about this stuff. This is the normal combination skin one, which is what I have. If you do have drier or sensitive skin, this may not feel as pleasant. I don't know. It may have some nippiness to it because it does have some alcohol in there, but it also has vitamin E and Hydra IQ. What else does it say it has? No, that's about it. Castor oil. Whatever. Either way, I've been using it for ages. I'm gonna continue using it, and yeah, I have major back stock of this. Every time it goes on sale, I buy a bunch. Next is moisturizers, and again, these are from Nivea. These are the they're basically the light moisturizing day cream. I have 3 of them. I've cut them open. Basically what I do with these is I use them until I can't get any more out of the tube, and I wait till I've had a couple of them, and I cut them open and I scoop out the insides, because I get about a month and a bit use out of each tube, and then I open it up and there's about another month's worth left in the tube. So yeah, they're definitely worth scooping out the inside. You get so much more product out of them and more value for money, basically. So yeah, that's about almost 6 months worth of moisturizer just out of those 3 tubes. Next are some, what are these? Serums. These are serums. Again, Nivea. I do like Nivea. This is the energy serum, and I go through one of these about every 2 months-ish. These are the first 2 that I've ever bought, and I have 2 more. I've got one that I'm halfway through and one as a backup. Again, when they go on sale, buy them. These have hyaluronic acid in them. They feel really nice in the skin. They're a lot cheaper than... They're one of the cheapest serums I found that has hyaluronic acid in it that still feels, although it's actually got enough of... Pardon me, like it's got enough of the ingredient in to be making an effect on the skin. Because you know how some brands will plaster saying, oh, we have this magical ingredient or that magical ingredient, and it's so far down the ingredients list that it's like negligible. They just put it in to say it's in there. Whereas this stuff, it has a decent amount in there, so it does make a good difference to the skin, and it's very it really like basically what it says on the bottle, it boosts tired and dull skin. I can't word it any better than that. It boosts tired and dull skin. So like if you're like looking really ashen, like a couple of weeks using this stuff, your skin will perk up and be brighter and more like plump and stuff. Onto face washiness. First of all is a exfoliator. Oh, I've got major hay fever going on. Exfoliator from Botanics. This is the Microdermabrasion Radiant Polish. One second. I need a tissue. So the Microdermabrasion Polish from the Radiant Use range from Botanics. This stuff is really nice. It has pumice stone as its exfoliant. It's much nicer. Like it's a fairly aggressive exfoliant without being harsh. Like it doesn't feel as scratchy as say a salt scrub would, or what's it called? St. Ives apricot scrub. That stuff, compared to this, I don't think I would ever go back to that. Maybe I would use it for like my body, but not my face. I usually use this in the shower, which is about 3 times a week ish. I'm not a daily shower person. I'm gonna hold my hands up and admit it. I don't shower daily because I don't think you really need to. Unless you're doing something that's getting you really dirty, sweaty, or stinky. No. Sorry. So when I have my shower every other day, I use this and I take it off my face, down my neck, and down on my décolletage as well. And it's just, it's invigorating, and it just leaves your skin so smooth. Love this stuff. Next is the cleansing foam wash from the Albright range in Botanics. This has an AHA in it, which is derived from the hibiscus flower. It's a very gentle yet clarifying face wash. It's like a gel cleanser. It's not stripping in any ways. You just have to be careful how much of it you use. If you go overboard, your face is gonna feel like squeaky clean rubber and super tight. So you just use a little bit of this. Use like, I don't know, like the size of a 5 pence. Maybe not 5 pence, that's a bit small. A 10 pence? About the size of a 10 pence, nothing bigger than that. And it's amazing. It takes off makeup, cleans out the pores, it keeps spots at bay. I haven't had a breakout really since I started using this stuff. And yeah, I really enjoy it. Have copious backups of it. Buy it every time it goes on sale. Next we have the tea tree one from the Body Shop. I do like this. If I do happen to have a breakout, I use this stuff. I use it a couple of times a week. Just to help really clear out my pores and keep spots and stuff out of the picture. I really like it. I think this is about £5 a bottle, or it was, I don't know. I go through a bottle of this every year, so I need to go and pick up a new one at some point soon. Onto face masks. Oh yes. This is the tea tree face mask from the Body Shop. Again, I purchase one of these every year. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a really good clay mask, like soaked in tea tree oil. It does nip a little bit, so try and keep it away from your eyes, but the results are amazing. Next is the Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask from Kiehl's. This stuff also really amazing. It's probably the most moisturizing clay mask I've ever tried. It still does the dry down thing where you see the oils pop out of your pores, but it doesn't feel like you're like you've got plaster of Paris on your face. You can still kind of move and stuff. Love this stuff. You get tons of it in a jar. You get about, I'd say about 15 to 25 applications out of it, depending on how thick you want to use it. And It's slightly more expensive than your average face mask, but it's totally worth it. I've repurchased it and will probably continue to. Lastly, for the face mask category is the Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Mask. This stuff, it was really nice. It did wonderful things for my skin, cleared out impurities, helped with skin texture, but a lot more like drugstore brands are coming out with charcoal masks. Like I've recently purchased one from L'Oreal. This was £5 and I think like its normal price is going to be £7.99. This guy was closer to 20, and I don't think it gets much in it. Yeah, you only get like 50 mils in this one, you get 100 mils in this one, but whatevs, let's not talk about quantity. But yeah, there's so many other brands that do a charcoal mask. I also have one from Quick Fix Facials, and that's £5 a tube, and it's pretty much the same thing. So I probably wouldn't purchase this one again, but if you wanted to give it a try, it's not groundbreaking. Lastly, for the face category is something I'm just chucking away. This is the Revitalift from L'Oreal. It's their eye cream. It has retinol in it, so I hadn't been able to use it because I was pregnant. I went to go use it in like a project pan, and then I found out you can't really use retinols when you're pregnant, and then I discovered that it was off. So I wouldn't have been able to use it anyways. That's the problem with retinols. Once they start getting exposed to oxygen, they do start to turn brown, and that's how you know when like retinols are off. And they start smelling kind of eggy. I really like this eye cream though. It's sort of, retinols is like, they're a bit like a chemical exfoliant, and this is sort of like a chemical exfoliant you can use around your eyes. So if you've got like texture on your eyelids, using this as like a little treatment, it's good. It's worth it. I would totally recommend that. On to hair care. I finished 2 large bottles of shampoo. These are the L'Oreal Elvive, the Extraordinary Oil, and the Full Restore 5. This one is very nourishing, moisturizing, amazing. I use this every second shower, so like once a weekish. And then we have the Full Restore 5, which is more of a clarifying shampoo. Again, I use this about once a week too. The ultimate clarifying one is the clay one. I think it's called Miracle Clay or Extraordinary Clay. It comes in a blue packaging. It's their newest release. It's amazing. That stuff is amazing. I kind of want to try the mask that goes along with that. It's like a clay mask but for your scalp. Totally tangent, but I kind of want to give it a try. These I've purchased several times before. I have a couple of backups, and I will continue to purchase these in the future. They are amazing quality, they're inexpensive, and they're almost always on sale. Usually you're getting like 3 bottles for £10, which is the way I usually do it. I will pick up 3 of each variety, and that's me good for a long time. I finished 2 hair masks. This one is the Herbal Essences Be Strong. This is an intensive moisturizing mask. I didn't really think much of it. It'd been a while since I'd used it, since I found the Garnier Natural Blends hair masks. That's been my go-to for over a year now. So this has been sitting just neglected, and I just kind of finished up so that I could get it out of my bathroom shelf. I didn't really think much of it. After using the Natural Blends one, this is very thin. It feels very synthetic and not really all that pleasant to use, so I probably wouldn't purchase these again. Next is the Pantene Expert Collection. This is a keratin hair mask. This I did like. This hasn't been sitting as long as the Herbal Essences was, but I did quite like this one. because it is more of a keratin treatment rather than trying to pass itself off as something all natural and stuff. It was slightly thicker than the herbal essences and it was more pleasant. I mean, obviously this is full of chemicals and whatever, just like the herbal essences was, but it was just a nicer texture and a more pleasant experience to use. I don't know if it did anything in terms of strengthening the hair. Oopsies. I don't know if it did anything in terms of strengthening the hair, but it did make my hair soft because I used this yesterday and my hair is really, really, really soft. And I also finished up a hair serum, and this is from the Ultimate Blends range. I know I was calling it Natural Blends earlier. Ultimate Blends from Garnier, and this is the Strength Restore Serum with propolis derived from honey, and I liked it. I did like it. It did feel very silicone-y, even though there isn't any silicone in here. I don't know, it just felt really, I don't know, it had a lot of like slickness to it, not in the way that an oil does, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't entirely unpleasant, but it wasn't as pleasant as just putting an oil in your hair. It is nice for if you say you were straightening your hair and you just needed something to tame flyaways, but you didn't want to go for something as heavy as an oil, then this would be nice. Just like a pump or two all over your hands and then just run it through your hair just to take down some of the frizz. I think that's what it is. I think it's just because it's not as dense as an oil, and that's why I didn't like it. My hair is like, I have a shit ton of hair, girls. I have a shit ton of hair, and it does, if it dries out, it gets really frizzy, like majorly frizzy, especially during periods of time where I've been putting bleach on it. I mean, it's not so bad at the moment. As you can see, I washed it last night and my hair is like, this is my natural hair up here. It's shiny to the point where it's almost bordering on greasy. Almost. When I don't have bleach in my hair, I do have to wash my hair a lot more often because the bleach sort of dries out my hair a lot more, so and my scalp is really naturally oily. Totally, we shouldn't really be talking about this, should we? If you want a hair video, let me know. Lastly, for the non-makeup products are some body care stuff. This is the Flake Away from Soap and Glory. It's a sugar scrub. It's an amazing sugar scrub. I have another backup of this, and after that I'm totally out. I might repurchase this. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. I might try other things because I've been using Flake Away for a long time. So I might go and see what else is out there. If you can recommend a good body scrub to me, let me know. And this is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Massage Lotion for stretch marks. This stuff is amazing. I've gone through multiple bottles of this. I used to use it a lot on the stretch marks on my thighs, and now it's going on the stretch marks on my belly. I kind of wish I'd used this more frequently during my pregnancy. It might have helped my stretch marks be a little less severe than they are, but you know, if they're gonna happen, they're gonna happen. There's not really much you can do to stop them appearing. You just have to do major damage control afterwards. They're worth it, but geez, the carnage on my belly is just, oh. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So on to the makeup empties. A lot of this was in, I think pretty much all of this was in Project Pans. But yeah, I will get started. First is a primer from the Lasting... I feel like I'm talking with a lisp. First is a primer from Rimmel. This is Lasting Finish Primer. I really, really enjoyed this. It's a really sort of thin primer. It's like, it's thin but it's thick. it's a really creamy, I don't know, it's thicker than the Facefinity, but it's thinner than the MAC Prep and Prime, and it has sort of this consistency of PVA glue, but not as sticky, I promise. But it is really nice. I would strongly recommend not using a lot of it, because not only will it have a counter effect, it'll make your makeup last less amount of time, it'll also clog your pores, and it'll make you break out. So once I got over that learning curve, this guy and I became best friends, and I have since bought back up. I finished 3 foundations. The Tinted Gel Ultra, this is a full coverage, long wear foundation, and it's really nice and lightweight. I would totally recommend giving this guy a try. It's sort of a velvet finish, it's not totally matte. Next we have the Match Perfection from Rimmel. This is a very lightweight, luminous foundation. We totally recommend this if you have dry skin. As far as combination towards oily, this is perfect for mixing in with matte foundations if you want, you know, the oil control effect and the coverage, but you want a little more luminosity in your skin without adding an illuminator. This is a good foundation to go for. And lastly is the Lasting Finish Nude from Rimmel, and this is sort of the effect of mixing this in with the regular Lasting Finish foundation. It has the full coverage, it has the long wear, but it's not as matte of a foundation, which and it's more lightweight as well. Loved all 3, would totally repurchase all 3, but I have a crap ton of foundation to go through, a crap ton, so they will have to wait. I finished 2 concealers. First is the Touche Magique from L'Oreal. This is an illuminating under eye concealer. I also use it for highlighting areas around my face. I love this stuff, been purchasing it for years, will continue to do so until they discontinue it. I've not found anything like it in the drugstore that's as cost effective. Even this stuff, the Masterpiece, the Max Factor Master Touch, I don't think you get as much in here as you do in this guy, because I'm going through this super quickly, whereas this lasts a good length of time. I will have to do a proper timed wear test, like, you know, mark it day for day, to know for certain, but I think this one lasts longer and you get more value for your money with it. This is the Boing Concealer, which I have had an embarrassingly long time. I think I've had this for like 6 years, if not longer. I think it's longer. I'm almost certain it's longer. Either way, I finally finished it. I would not repurchase this. For what it is, it's not worth the money. I have had and do have better things from drugstore brands, so no, I wouldn't repurchase the Boing. I finished an illuminator, the MAC Strobe Cream. This is just a little sample. I did want to purchase full size of this. I tried to, but it was at the time when strobing was huge, and it was sold out literally everywhere. But I do want to purchase this in the future, but I have a lot of illuminators at the moment, so I probably won't purchase this for another year or so. But yeah, MAC Strobe Cream. It was awesome. This is Smashbox Photo Set Powder. It's kind of like a silica powder. This is fine for setting all over your face. I would not recommend using this for baking because it is such a fluffy, aerated powder. It gets everywhere. You don't want to get this in your eye. It hurts. And you also don't want to be inhaling tons of it because it's silica. And silica like absorbs moisture. It's not the sort of thing you really want getting in your body, period. So yeah, be careful with this stuff. It's, you know, when you buy like a handbag or shoes, you get that little sachet. That's what this stuff is. So yeah, be careful with it. dangerous stuff. Lastly, for face products, I finished a blush. I know. This is the Max Factor Cream Puff Blush in Nude Mauve. Look at it. Look at it. I know it looks as though there's still product in there, but trust me, I can't get a single more application off of this. And even if I could, I don't care. I'm done with it. I'm freaking done with it. I've been banging on about that blush for well over a year now. I love it. I have a backup of it. I bought another one because it's beautiful, but I've been using it for so long that I want to move on and use something else for a while. So yeah, today I'm trying out Ravishing Rose from e.l.f. Not entirely loving it. It's a bit... It feels a bit patchy and difficult to blend. I may end up decluttering it. Onto eye products, we have a mascara, the Masterpiece Max from Max Factor. Love this stuff. Will most likely repurchase another one. This one with like the definition wand. It's amazing. It gives you really long separated lashes. I finished an eyeshadow. This is Taupe from NYX. They don't make these ones anymore. They discontinued these about a year and a half to 2 years ago. I bought this November 2009 and I'm only just finishing it now, and I have a backup of this. What was I thinking? But yeah, I have a backup of it. Yep. Next we have two eyeliners. These are both by Jordana. The first one is Espresso Last. I can't sharpen it anymore, and it's not it wasn't at a nice enough point that I could use it any longer, so it's done. And then the bottom one is Black Point, and as you can see, the inner pencil has fallen out because it's kind of old now, so they're done. And then we have an eyebrow pencil from L'Oreal. This is the Brow Artist in Dark Brunette. That's all that's left of that. This is the wax side. I'm not too fussed by the wax side. I've used as much of the pencil as I can. So it's done. It's done. And lastly, our lip products. First of all is a gloss stick from Soap and Glory. This is a nudist, completely done. I finished this up in less than 2 weeks. Like, seriously. Don't waste your money on those. They're not worth it. They're so not worth it. Revlon lip butter in Pink Truffle. Finally finished this up. Would I repurchase it? No. Am I still thinking of decluttering the other ones I own? Yes, but I'm going to try and use them up. I'm going to try. I'm speaking really fast because my battery's away to die. Chanel Rouge Coco Shine in Boy. Love this. Would I repurchase it? No, because the colour is very... It's a beautiful colour. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous. But I mean, like... How many brands make this colour? Like, seriously, I don't need to spend £25 to get something that I could get for £5 from, like, Rimmel. So, yeah. And then we have an e.l.f. matte lip colour in Natural. I have multiple backups of this. Have bought several of them in the past. Will continue to. It's possibly one of my absolute favourite lip liners ever. And that is it. This was a mammoth video. I apologise. As I say, I am getting more in the regular habit of finishing up things, so this will become more of a regular feature, and each one should be sort of 10 minutes or less. I apologise for this one being so long. I just kind of need to get back into the habit of filming properly. I'm still getting there, and trying to keep my videos quite short. And she says this whilst rambling on right now, but I do notice when I edit that I do tend to talk really slowly, and it bugs the hell out of me. It totally does. I'm sorry, but it does. I'm surprised it doesn't bug the hell out of you. Anyways, so those were my empties. I'm going to get rid of the body care stuff, and I'm going to keep the makeup stuff because I'm going to do a roundup at the end of the year of all the things I finished. I kind of wanted to do that last year, but I kind of forgot halfway through and started chucking things. Plus I didn't finish all that much products last year anyways, so it doesn't really make much odds. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Apologise for it being so long, apologise for not having done an empties video in so long, and apologies for rambling like a complete moron. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!